Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Now, today I've got a very special guest to talk about the Arsenal Nottingham Forest game. Thank you so much, Mr. Dore, for coming on my channel today. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic so far. We stayed up, but I'm buzzing. But thank you for getting me on your channel.
Oh no, I'm really excited to have you on. Looking forward to chatting with you. It's not so much about Arsenal, but be good to talk about Nottingham Forest as well. And yeah, I just thought I'd say hi to everyone who's coming. Hi Harry, hope you're okay. We're all right, thank you. So yeah, I did want to start off by talking about that game. Obviously, for Arsenal, it did mean Man City have now champions, which is it was always going to happen towards the end, unfortunately, but for you guys, you've stayed up, and that must be amazing. Just talk to me, like when you won. Just talk to me at the stadium. How you're all feeling about that?
Relief
Mm-hmm.
more than anything else because, as you know, it's been a crazy season. But at the same time, I've loved it after 23 years in the Championship, League One, back to Championship, then getting promoted to the Premier League. Um, there's going to be moments that it's going to be really more down than ups, and that's is what's happened this season. And to say that we are staying up with a game in hand, I can't believe I'm saying that because at some point, for this, I thought we was going down because our away form is not being great, but to win against a team and you got to give credit to Arsenal,
Mm-hmm.
they've been fantastic, but at the same time we had to win a game. So to win a game against a team that almost won the league and to stay up, the atmosphere was amazing, and I had a little tear in my eye after the game because just to win and stay up, it feels great. I'm still smiling after this though as well.
Yeah, that victory must have felt incredible for you guys because I know how much it meant for you. And I've got to say, like, obviously watching it on TV, I just thought the fans were incredible. And I did think it would be hard for the Arsenal players because there's been times like last season with Newcastle when they've struggled with that atmosphere. Sometimes when there's such an atmosphere, it can be hard for like the opposition team. And I know with you guys, like you beat Liverpool at your own ground, you got a draw from City.
Easy so far. We beat them easy.
Do you think, obviously, when teams come to your ground, do you reckon the atmosphere makes it more difficult for teams?
100%, 100%. Because like I said, you mentioned the team we beat Liverpool. We've
Mm,
drawn. We've drawn with Manchester City 1-1. We got absolutely annihilated in that game.
mm,
But to draw 1-1 with them, and like I said, we had a mini spell of like it was a middle. At start, we had a bad start at home. Lost to Spurs, lost to Bournemouth, lost to Fulham, lost to someone else, and then slowly our home form started getting better. And then we had a middle, we lost to Man U and Newcastle, and then sorry, and then the fact we start to move, we have to I'm not saying it's the players on the pitch has got to perform. We're just that extra person who's helping support the club, support the players on the pitch, and no, the atmosphere is, like I said, the atmosphere against Arsenal was second to none. Like Man City, like I mentioned, the Man City game was the atmosphere was crazy, but the atmosphere on Saturday was wow. It was actually I loved it, and I think that motivated the players more than
mm.
anything because the players know we're behind them and that, and it's just been when you say the fortress, that's what it's been like the City Ground, the fortress, and that's what we had to because our way form has not been great.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, the City Ground's been the fortress for Forest.
I thought it was just so incredible. Like
It was
from
amazing.
the first moment to the last moment of the game, like it was. I thought it was so electrifying off the TV, and for me, like you can hear Arsenal a lot this season away, but you couldn't really because it was so noisy from the Nottingham Forest fans, and I think that definitely will help the team. It's like a boost for them.
It's got to
But
be. It's got to be. It's got to be a boost because, like I said, the atmosphere was so loud and like And to be fair to Arsenal, I did hear him from the other side, but we just overpowered him, and we had to because, like I said, when we 1-0 up, we are the top man. And like I said, it was a lovely atmosphere. One of the best I've witnessed as a Forest fan.
Yeah, I did want to answer Harry's question. He said, "Where do you see Nottingham Forest placing next season with their performances lately?"
Listen to me, we've got to change the way we play because, as you know, the Premier League is ruthless. There's no one who feel sorry for you. And to say that we're staying in the Premier League, I can't believe I'm saying it. To be fair, we've got to change the mentality, especially away from home, because like I said, away from it's been the worst team in the Premier League. To be fair, but listen, just to stay in the Premier League, I can't even think about next season. That's the thing.
Yeah, you're just so happy right now with
I'm just so happy right now, and like I said, we've got one more game on Saturday away to Palace, but I just got to think about that, and then think about what my mindset is going to be as a Forest fan, because all Forest fans are thinking differently to what I'm thinking. But yeah, I'm just so excited for us to stay up. That's all.
Yeah, it must be like such an incredible feeling. Obviously, I've said this. Nottingham Forest deserve to win, and like obviously, when you scored that goal, Odegaard gave it away, and I think Gabriel's deflection was unlucky, but I think you still deserve that goal and to keep a clean sheet as well from us. Like
you know what? We don't even keep clean sheets at home. Sometimes we always go because he's stupid goals, but. To keep a clean sheet against Arsenal team, like I said, you've got to give credit to Arsenal. Like, everyone says the bottle jobs, but I don't believe the bottle jobs.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that, really, haven't they?
Yeah, but I don't believe in that. It's just like I said, it's mentality of Man City have got the strongest team than Arsenal, and that's how it is. The Man City can play two teams, so they'll get stronger. They've got to Man City, Arsenal just got to improve and get better players who can start for Arsenal on the pitch.
Yeah, I think I feel very disappointed. I think since Liverpool we've just gone downhill a bit, and
yeah, you have.
Yeah, I think since that game, I don't know if we've lost our confidence. I don't think it's all down to Saliba being out, if I'm being honest. I think that has played a part in us struggling, but I just think whether it's confidence, whether we just don't believe anymore. I mean, when we played you guys, I just felt like we gave up. Like we did try putting crosses in the box. Arteta did change things with putting Tierney on. I think, to be honest, that game
was a weird. I didn't
team
understand that.
selection, yeah,
the team selection was weird. Like playing three at the back as well, and then you put in. I thought Pratley, whatever the name is, that played right back, but you play like a Man City formation. So which I didn't get. But
I think Arteta. I think Pep can do that because of the players he has.
He has.
We can't do that because Partey really needs to be in midfield, and you lose that when you put him right back in. I didn't understand it really because Tierney, wouldn't you play him at left back? He's been really he's not had many games as obviously Zinchenko, but I think that selection was a bit confusing, but for me, I didn't want to focus on that. I thought, let's see how the game goes. But I think that was a big mistake going into the game, and I don't think the team looked comfortable with that either. And yeah, I was quite talking on Arsenal's performance. We've been good all season. We've had a few ups and downs on the way, which is I think we expect. But did you expect more from Arsenal in the game, or were you surprised that they didn't really do more?
You know the thing what annoys me, because like I said, when you play on that pitch, you've got to give your best performance, and you can say, "Oh, Arsenal, they had nothing to play for." Technically, they did, but I know that Man City were, if they have to win the rest of the games, to win the league. But you're still going to make a good performance for your fans. And like I said, Arsenal didn't turn up on Saturday. I don't think a goalkeeper had a big save to do, if I'm honest. But Arsenal's still a good side. They're
Yeah.
still a good side, and like I said, they've got to improve on getting players like we mentioned Rice as well, who could be coming. Um, they're a good side. All they've got to do is improve and keep the best players at Arsenal. And if they do that, then maybe they can challenge next season, like
Yeah.
Forest.
Mm. Yeah, I think for me, like, no one expected Arsenal to be challenging the season, but I think we've done like we maybe in a sense we probably overachieved. Like, I know we expect Arsenal to be a team that should be challenging, but in recent years we haven't, and we've dropped a bit. So I think I was very happy to see that we've done that. But I, I think, like, a lot of people have said we've bottled it, and I think, to be honest, like, I just think we've started to fizzle out recently. We've just
Mm,
gone downhill. I think that Southampton, like Villa TV said, the Southampton West Ham game, them two have just probably knocked our confidence a lot. And I think as well, like, I think we should be doing better considering the players we have on the pitch, and it does feel like we've given up. I don't think our performance was good enough against you guys, but at the same time, you are fighting to stay up, so you did really well to do that.
yeah, we did.
And like I said, the atmosphere definitely played a part in why you did so well, and you definitely deserved to win, and you did well, like, on the counter attack. And I just think we weren't up for it. And I mean, we have obviously Wolves next, but it doesn't mean a lot really because obviously Man City have won. But I'd hope we would do well for, like, pride.
It frustrates your fans. Like I said, has it been a bad season for Arsenal? Not
Mm,
really. Like
mm,
you like they're a top six team, and you expect to win a cup at least. And I think that's a bit. I think that's a bit where the Arsenal fans are disappointed, and I fully understand it. I fully understand it. Like at least you need to get a trophy, but they've got a Champions League spot,
mhm.
which is most important. They need to improve. That's all I'm saying. They need to improve and get better players in.
Yeah, I agree. I think hopefully, oh God, I agree with Harry here. God, that'd be such a disappointing last game of the season for us. But yeah, I think it's important that the players do play for the fans just for one last time, and it could be Xhaka's last game for Arsenal. So I hope he can go off, like, with positive, like, hope it can end positive for him.
Mm,
Um, but I did want to ask you a bit about Arteta. You said that getting Champions League is really important for the club.
yep.
What have you made of the job? Like, as someone who's outside of Arsenal, what have you made of the job he's done this season?
This season, like, what can you complain about what he's doing? No,
Mm,
you can't. Like in the past, I get Arsenal fans' frustrations with him. Um, and he's still a new manager. I know he used to be under Pep, under Man City,
mm,
and that. But didn't he win? He won the FA Cup with you lot. I think he did,
mm.
and that. And then like I said, I think there's a bit where Arsenal fans wanted him gone. But this season, like I said, he's improved. He's got the better players. The centre back with Gabriel and Saliba.
Mm.
You needed an important one. Ben White as well. Odegaard, Xhaka. That centre midfield partnership as well has been fab. And you got to say that the front three. That's Arteta,
Mm.
and he's not. He can't be a bad manager overnight. Um, and the thing about what I hate about football because when you sack managers over and over and over again, and that's what happened to Forest as well.
Yeah.
Um, we are tell like I said, I hope to give him another chance. I'm just get like I said, I keep repeating it, get better players in because you've got to give the guy a chance. He's a young manager trying to do well for Arsenal. It's like the same with Steve Cooper, Forest. He could have got sacked, but Forest have given him the chance to see how he is, how he's done this season, and we stayed up. Hopefully, Arsenal do the same with Arteta and just improve next season.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that a lot of fans will be feeling frustrated, which is understandable. But I think like the season we've played some really beautiful football. We've been top for the majority of it. It's just City have just catched us up really, and I think no one expected us to do it. And bring the players he's brought in like Jesus and Chenko. I think they've really helped the mentality and like the mindset of this team. Obviously, mindset. I think we're still struggling with that a bit, but I just think I do see improvements. Like obviously, me like coming 8th twice and 5th isn't really what I want to see. And I understand it's been hard to kind of deal with like the mess since like Emery, since like Wenger's last few years. We've not been where we should be as a club. So I think Arteta's had to get rid of a lot of players, and I think it's hard because we've done so well this season, but we've not won any trophies for it, and people will see, people won't see that. People will just see that we've not won anything, and it's unfortunate. And I think like we haven't really. I don't think we've given it a chance in like League Cups, FA Cups this season, because I think we just wanted to go for the league, like go all for it, and it just hasn't gone away. And Man City probably do have the squad to balance, different, the FA Cup, the Champions League, the league. And I think obviously with Arteta, I think he is learning on the job, but I think he's learned a lot from Pep. So I do think he deserves a bit more respect for what he's done. And I just think like the togetherness with this team, and I just think this is a new Arsenal that I'm seeing. And I do think people don't give Arteta that respect he deserves. I mean, it's a bit frustrating how we've entered the season, and I don't always agree with what Arteta does, but that's just how it is. And I like to give him the benefit of the doubt and see what, like, if he does a selection like against Forest I didn't agree with. I hope it works out.
Weird. It was a weird selection. It was weird, but I'm not complaining because we won and we stayed up.
Yeah.
That's all it matters.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it was, I can't remember which game it was. I think it was against Chelsea. And, we've been playing Xhaka and Partey all season. And then I saw Arteta changed it and put Jorginho in. And I was quite happy. Like, I do like to see him make, risks, take chances, do something different if it's not working out. So I suppose against Forest, he was trying to do that. Like, the idea is probably good, but because we don't have the players that he want, like Man City can do that, but we can't because we don't have the type of players they have. So I think yeah, I just think he's learning and he's probably making mistakes, but he's trying something new, and I appreciate that. But fortunately against Forest it just didn't work. But I did
good.
Yeah, good for you, not good for us.
Yeah, good for me.
Yeah, I did want to talk about your manager. Obviously,
Legend.
Yeah, because I know with things like you said about managers, it's looking like he was probably going to get sacked, but he's happy to stay up. Just talk to me about him and what he's done, like at Forest this season.
Cooper's been a legend. That's all I'm going to say. The guy, he come to Forest, bottom of the league in the Championship. I thought it was going to League One, Sophie. And then he got into the Premier League. It came really fast. I didn't expect it. And then coming to like, it's so like, it's weird. It's weird. My mind frame is weird because this season, like I said, I've enjoyed it so much. Like going to Emirates, going to Chelsea, going to Holland. This guy put us there. He sent us there, and all the credit that he deserves, every single credit. I don't understand why he hasn't got player manager of the season. If I'm honest, because all the nonsense that has come his way, all the politics with all the 30 times that is coming as well. He's a legend.
Yeah, I think he's done a fantastic job. To keep the guys up is truly incredible. And I think, like you said, giving managers time, I think that's what's good, because I'm not for one like Chelsea who sack the managers like so often. I like to give managers time, like Arteta time, Steve Cooper time. So I do think like he'll do well for you, especially next season.
I hope he does. I hope he does because, like, so if you know what it is, he's a young English manager, and as you know, managers come and go in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And then I said you're going to have bad days, like a club like Forest. We've had bad days, but he's the man that kept us up. That's all that matters. He's the man that kept us up, and I just hope he stays with Forest next season. Or if he doesn't, like managers won't be here for long. I hope if he does leave Forest sometime, it'll be a better job. But I want him to stay as Forest as long as he can.
Yeah, I reckon he'll stay for a while, especially next season would be really important. Obviously, so like you said, you're so relieved to just stay in, and I'm sure the players are so happy with that. For you next season, what would you say your goals are? Would you say it's to get a bit higher?
Stay up again. I don't know. We've got to improve. That's the most preferred. We've got to improve from this season. Because I want to, like, if you can look at teams like Brentford and Brighton, they got one of the best recruitments in the league. And if we can do similar like that, what they do, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
But the main objective is to stay in the league. That's all that matters. Like the teams for the Championship, Sheffield United, Burnley, and whoever Luton Coventry, they're going to fight to stay in the league as well. So that's the main objective for Forest fans: to stay in the Premier League and just keep building and get more points than Derby, because Derby's still got the worst record in the Premier League with 11 points. So yeah, stay up the league too.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be really important for you to stay up. I did want to ask you though. Obviously, before you played us, you know how important this game was. But did you believe you would stay up, or were you a bit worried because obviously you know Arsenal have done well, and you know you don't guess with Arsenal, you never know which Arsenal will turn up, and it's hard really when you're right at the bottom. So did you sort of have hope you might stay up?
No.
Okay.
Nope. I'll be honest with you. I'm not saying no stream before. I had no hope at all because our way form, like I said, it was ridiculous, and we wasn't getting. Our home form was fantastic. Don't get me wrong, our home form was fantastic, but when there was certain games, especially Brentford away, with 1-0 up, and 10 minutes to go, we lose 2-1. And there's other teams like West Ham, Aston Villa, Leeds. We were losing, and I don't know where away win was coming from. Like we only had one away win, and that was against Southampton, who's already relegated. But I was dreading it. But the home form kept me a little bit. Well, you know what? Our home form's good, so that was a little bit of saying we can stay up. But I'll be honest with you, I was dreading it so much. But guess what? So fair, we're staying up. That's all it matters. We're staying up, and I'm still buzzing. I'm still buzzing.
I would be, to be honest. It's amazing, really. I mean, to be honest with you, Arsenal, I don't think we're ever going to catch up Man City after that. So
never know. You never know what happens in the league. You never know.
I think it's been hard because, like, for let's say the Arsenal women's team, when I've watched them, when you're behind in points, it's always hard to believe that you can do it and that the other team will drop points. And I think that's the same. I think in the end, I think it got to the players possibly because Man City are just so good. It was hard to catch them up, and I don't know if that had an impact on the players because I can't remember which game it was, but I think Man City played Everton before us, and then we played after, and I could tell the players. I think they just look very flat. I think our performances have been flat, but I still think that I do stand by that we have had a good season, and you know, getting Champions League football for the first time in quite a few years, it's a step in the right direction. But yeah, and I want just to answer a few questions. Right, I'd probably take Declan Rice. Do you know what do you reckon? Because I've seen about
Rice.
Mason.
Rice.
Yeah, I'd pick Rice to be honest. I like him.
No, Mason Wright. No, I don't want him. Don't take him. He used to play for Derby. No, don't take him.
Like, yeah, I don't really know like how I feel about the Mason Mount one. I mean, I just think for me, Declan Rice is having an amazing season for West Ham, and I just think maybe it's just time to leave there and come to Arsenal. I hope so anyway, because
Come to Forest. Come to Forest. We'll pay the wages.
yeah, keep. Yeah, I hope. Yeah, he'll help you stay up for another season. Do you reckon next season? I mean, it's hard to tell now, but do you think you could stay up again if you brought in, more players?
We need to bring quality players in.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. We've got to bring some quality players. And it is difficult when you're in the Premier League. But yeah, we've definitely got to bring some quality players in. I'm like not like 30 players like we did last time. Maybe like four or five great players and that. But
Yeah.
hopefully, quality players in.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted just to ask this. Can you see Forest signing Dean Henderson?
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you be happy with him at yours?
He did like listen, right, he's a young keeper. He did some mistakes as well. Then he got injured. We brought in Navas as well. But listen, he's a good goalkeeper, and I think I think we should bring him in.
Yeah, I think he would be good, to be honest. Are Forest going to finish above
Yes.
Villa?
Yes.
Do you know what? I think Villa. I think Unai Emery's done such a fantastic job. Like
He has. He's done a great job.
Me, actually.
He's done a great job.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Unai Emery was at Arsenal, and I think he's a good manager. I just don't think that was the right fit. But I'm actually happy to see him do well. But yeah, it feels quite strange seeing him so high. Is Nottingham Forest going to win next season?
I only hope it. We only dream.
Yeah, you can still hope.
We only dream.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think obviously the ending of this season has been so important. I think you'll want to build on that even more next season, bring in like the right players, and yeah, I just think the season's been amazing. Like the ending, like you said, you didn't expect. Like you said, you didn't sort of think you would, stay up. So I think that's really good for you guys. Harry said, if you had to get rid of 3 Arsenal players for any position, that is actually a hard one, really. I think we've got a few players that have been here for a while that probably need to, I think they'd want to move on as well. I think maybe Rob Holding, like he's been here a while, and I think like when we played Man City, I just think, Haaland is just an unreal player, and I felt like he just had too much pace for him, and I think Rob Holding's been a good servant to the club, and like I appreciate him, but maybe he'd want to move on. And it looks like Xhaka's gonna go. I think Xhaka wants to leave, to be honest. So yeah, I can't really think of another one. It's hard really because there's players we have in the squad, like there's like Vieira, El Neni, but I guess it's important to have other players to bring on if we need them. Don't know what will happen about Nketiah. He has signed a new deal, but yeah, for you, is there any players for your team that you would probably want to move on?
Just Lingard. I think he's definitely gone away. You can't slag just Lingard because off the pitch he's helped young players like
he's really inspirational.
He's brought in players like Brendan Johnson, Morgan Gibbs White, quite a lot of young players at Forest as well. So you can't slag him for that. People can say he's a cheerleader and all that blah blah, but he's helped out them a lot. There's some fringe players that will definitely leave Forest as well. Yeah, there's just so many I can say so far. They said we haven't got time to say all of them, but yeah, there's a few players that should leave Forest.
Yeah, definitely. I think for Arsenal, I think it's just about, for me, in my opinion, just bringing in better players, more experienced players. Because obviously, if we have the Champions League, and I do want to win something next season, whether that's an FA Cup, a League Cup, or going for the league again, doing better, not making. I think what I noticed with Arsenal, when it comes to the end of the season, we just struggle really to keep it up, our good work up, and we give up a bit. I noticed that last season, and I think a lot of it is obviously with our squad depth. Man City's bench is just a joke,
Yeah.
and we obviously don't have that luxury. We have obviously brought in like Trossard, Jorginho, and they've really helped our team. But yeah, I think just bringing more players in, like Casado, Rice. I don't know. I think I don't see us bring the Mount in. I think that's more of a rumour. I mean, it could happen, and if it does, I will support him. But I know how much he loves Chelsea, so I'd be quite surprised if he came to Arsenal. Sophie, do you think you'll win the Champions League? Probably not next season, but I hope one day. One day it'd be good to win that, obviously, with Arteta. But yeah, I hope one day we can, because we got to the final, we didn't do it, and think it would be amazing. And yeah, I just hope we can go again with the league next season, and try and not make the same mistakes. But Man City, I feel like they're unstoppable. So yeah, but yeah, I've really, really enjoyed you coming on the show. It's been
I love
great.
coming on, Sophie. Thank you for letting me on as well.
Oh no, I've really loved it, and you can definitely come on again, because I've enjoyed
Definitely, next season I'll come on. You need to come on my channel, Soph. Definitely come on my channel.
Oh, I'd love that, and yeah, it's been great to chat with you, and I'm very happy that you stayed up.
Look, can't you tell how happy I am? I'm very happy. Look.
Yeah, you can't stop smiling. Yeah, you can't stop smiling. You're very happy.
happy.
I don't blame you, because it's an amazing achievement. Thank you so much, Now. Thank you so much to everyone that's watching. Would you just
make sure everyone subscribes to Sophie as well. Make sure you hit the like button as well.
Thank you.
Subscribe to Sophie.
Oh no, I've really enjoyed this. Great chat with you. Before we go, do you want to just tell people where they can find you, and maybe what your YouTube channel's about?
People, if you want to subscribe to my channel, you should subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, do it. I'll put it in the description.
It's Dore on tour.
I love your background, by the way.
Yeah, it's legends. Got Kevin Campbell, ex-Arsenal player.
I love him.
Yeah, I love Kev. But yeah, if you want to, I do Forest content. I follow Forest up and down the country. I do preview review shows. I do loads of Forest content. So if you do want to, please do, if you can, subscribe to my channel. Please do. I love it. I've been doing it for 6 years, and we're back in the Premier League again. So I'm happy.
It's amazing feeling, I'm sure. But I'll put your channel in the description, so make sure to subscribe. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.
Up the Forest!